Keep that out. I'm gonna get that cleaner. Might need that. Try to do the ears for this mouse. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, Mark. How are you, honey? Sharon. How are you, honey? Two, 3, 5, 6. Oh, where am I going? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get some rest, darling. All right, Mark. We'll see you later, honey. finishing the ears on this mouse. So this ear's big. Gonna line up the ears. Hey, Doug. I'm good. Tired, but I'm good. You know what? I'm going to use these ones. These are smaller. It has been a busy, busy, busy week. Lots of doodles this week. And then I had an issue today. One of my little mini doodles, mini golden doodle, they don't live in town, so they're not able to get into town as often as they would like. And so he sometimes gets pretty matted up around his ears. And they can't brush him out. He will not let them. They've tried. They've tried, and he will not let them brush his ears out. And they're afraid of clipping and scissoring his ears because they're afraid they're going to cut the ear tips. So with long hair on the ear flaps, if it gets matted, it can put pressure and tension on the skin and restrict, not cut off blood flow, but restrict blood flow to the ear flap. And when that happens, and you shave them down, because I had to shave his ears, when you suddenly take that matting off and oh, thank you. You're such a sweetheart. Hey, Scooter. Um, It's when a dog is matted on the ears. Specifically talking about the ear flaps. It puts one of two things happens. Either it can pull the skin like this, and that restricts blood flow on this side. When it pulls the skin, it restricts blood flow on this side, or it can pull and tighten the skin and restricts blood flow. And when you shave the hair and release that tension and tightness on the skin, blood rushes back to the area. And because the ear flap is so thin, sometimes it feels funny because they have all this blood rushing back to the ear flap. And I'll show you. And it can leave the ear flap. Now this is wet because it had started seeping. So I put a little bit of witch hazel on there to try to get the blood off. But it can leave some bruising along the edge of the ear flap. And this is the inner ear. This is the outer of the ear flap. This is the other ear. You can see the bruising is starting along the ear flap. You can see the bruising is starting. You see it right here. Now this is because I've put a little bit of witch hazel on there to try to clean some of the seepage. And sometimes the pressure is so great that it kind of starts seeping a little bit through the skin. Sometimes it feels so weird with that pressure in the end of the ear that they start shaking their head a lot. And what happens when they do that is they can actually make it worse. They can also cause a lot of trauma to the ear flap when they shake their head a lot like that with that bruising. So the best way to combat that is to actually get vet wrap or that, self stick stretchy wrap that doctors put around your arm um, when you have when you give blood or you have blood drawn. But vet wrap is wider. It's usually about 4 inches. Um, the best way to combat that is to take the ear flap and wrap it under the chin, pull the ear flap down under the chin and wrap with a light compression. Take the vet wrap and wrap the ears down flat with a light compression to minimize the blood building up in the ear flap. Because if you don't, that bruising can actually end up and them shaking their heads violently. It can actually end up getting so bad that it can cause a hematoma in the ear flap and the ear flaps swelling up and then having to go to the vet and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's what I had to deal with today. And he's such a good little boy. Oh, that's awesome, Doug. Yeah, I didn't get a chance. I know um I saw yesterday, I think it was, um MLH um said something on Disaster Piece Theater about a new direction or something different or something like that. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet. Um, is that what it was talking about? Hey Lydia, how are you, honey? Awesome. Yeah, I gotta send you that email. I have been so busy, Brad. I haven't had a chance. I'm gonna send it to you right now. It's a audiobook on Audible. Um, it's a 3-in-1. Which email am I on right now? Not the one I need to be on. All right, I just sent it to you. Like I said, I've listened to that one a couple times, and a lot of the information in that one I like. So I'm so excited for you. Hey Marla, how are you, honey? Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Dadgummit. My hands are so tired. I'm so sorry, Lydia. Big hugs to you, honey. Big, big hugs. Oh, look at the ears on that thing. Tracy, Tracy, I got printables for you. I couldn't print them all out. My red ink. I'm so frustrated with my stupid printer. Um, I've actually sat here for the last 2 hours trying to unclog my stupid red ink on my printer. I'm getting an actual cleaning ink cleaning or printer head cleaning kit. I'm gonna try because that's cheaper than replacing the print head. I shouldn't have to replace it yet, but um, I'm going to try that, but that won't be here. I think I got seven or eight out of the 10 that we had originally planned on, before I just gave up. So they're okay quality. Not greatest, but they're okay. I agree, Doug. That's why the printers that I have are the Eco Tanks, and that way I can just buy ink in the bottle, um, instead of cartridges. That's why I'm trying to. I am not at the shop tomorrow. However, I do need to. I can drop them off Sunday. I got to drop um, oldest off for a meeting, so that's at 12:30. Okay. How cute is that mouse? Okay, and then I did finish the heart. Cat toys. Um, I don't know. I haven't seen any. I think I have one still floating around. I've seen evidence. So I mixed up some Jiffy cornmeal mix with baking soda because I can't use. Yes, Tracy, she is. So she's gonna we're gonna go for the meeting. Well, she is. Um, so I can drop them off then. Um, is that gonna give you enough time? That's just. Yeah, it is. So I have a Canon with the Eco Tank. I also have an Epson with the Eco Tank. So I just buy the refill bottles. Hang on. I just get the refill bottles. So I get the big bottles. Um, oh, fantastic. So I can't use bait or poison or any of those because one, I have dogs. Two, I really don't want, if the mouse gets out, I don't want any of the neighborhood cats to get the mouse, or any of the predatory birds or other animals that we have, to get the mouse, and then they're poisoned. I don't want to do any of that. So I'm using Jiffy cornmeal mix mixed with baking soda. Hey, love, how are you, honey? Um, and that once the baking soda hits the acid in their stomach, it bubbles up and pops their belly. So it takes a little bit of time. It doesn't act right away. Um, so I think there's still one. I think there's still one. So, and then tomorrow I have um, some repellent spray. It's peppermint and cinnamon, which are natural repellent oils. It messes with their smell, and it's natural. They don't like them, and it pushes them away. So I have 3 gallons of that coming because I'm going to use that at the shop and here at the house. And I'm gonna use it for my shop, the roof and place guys next door, and around the thrift store. So it's gonna be all around all 3 units, not just my shop, but all 3 units and here at the house. So I got 3 gallons of that coming. So I'll be prepared for not winter, but fall time when it gets really bad. It's already bad, but normally that's when it gets bad. I don't want to shoot up my house. I don't want to shoot up my house. And yes, I do. It's actually gonna move my paintbrushes because my paintbrushes usually sit on top of my printer, but I had my printer torn apart so I could get to the print heads. Right here next to me. Oh, it's been horrible, Tracy. It's been disgusting. Dude, it's been um was it early this week, late last week? Um I was at work and um I'm standing in the front talking to a client and I look out front and there's a mouse outside. Outside. There's a mouse running back and forth across the front of the building. Um, if you don't have Quick Stop or Wonder Dust, wound powder, or something like that. Hey, Fraud, how are you, honey? Everyone I've talked to has had problems this year. Um, what works better than flour is actually cornstarch. Cornstarch. If you don't have Quick Stop, Wonder Dust, Wound Dust, Styptic powder, if you don't have any of that at home, um, cornstarch works better than flour. Hey, Shady, how are you, honey? Yep, cornstarch works better. Yeah. So I'll show you what I've got. It's going to be delivered tomorrow. So this is what I've got coming. So it's a repellent, but it's not a poison, so I don't have to worry about um, making any other animals sick or anything. So it's peppermint oil, cinnamon oil, and garlic oil. So I've got 3 gallons of this coming. It'll be delivered tomorrow. Yeah, peppermint, cinnamon, and garlic. I have 3 gallons. Oh, no. Yeah. Um, no, the cornstarch. What? Okay, so cornstarch is for nails if you make on dogs if you quick them and you make them bleed a little bit. If you don't have quick stop or any of that stuff, um, cornstarch. A lot of people use flour, but cornstarch actually works a little bit better because it absorbs and sticks faster than flour does. Um, But the other thing what we're talking about is there's a couple of home remedies, old farmers remedies that people use to kill mice naturally without poison. And that is farmers use it and stuff. It's at ranchers. It's either Jiffy cornmeal mix, 1 part Jiffy cornmeal mix to 2 parts baking soda. And what it is, it's a reaction just like vinegar and baking soda, how it fizzes up and creates the bubbles and the gas. When the baking soda hits the they won't eat baking soda. Mice and rats won't eat baking soda by itself. So you got to mix it with something to entice them. Jiffy cornmeal mix. It's a little on the sweet side. It draws them in the corn flour and the cornmeal. They'll eat it with that. When the baking soda hits the acid in the stomach, and then it bubbles up, creates that gas. Mice can't burp, so that gas builds up in their stomach, and it'll kill them. Another popular mix is instant potato flakes with cocoa powder, and 1 part instant potato mix, 1 part cocoa powder to 2 parts baking soda. You mix it in a bowl and you cut a hole with a lid, and then you cut a hole in the bowl, and they eat it and they scurry off, and then they die. That too. But from what I was researching was that the baking soda works better than the boric acid. See, yeah, and see, I I don't mind rodents. They're cute. They have their part to play in the environment. They do not have their part to play in my house. I just have a thing about, when I was a kid, I had pet rats. I had a brown one and an albino one. I had them as pets, but they were born and raised in captivity. I don't have a problem with rodents. Yeah, see, I don't have a cat anymore. She died. She died. We lost her a couple years ago, several years ago. So, and then after she passed, then my dachshund was my mouser. We lost him 2 years ago, and then my schnauzer was my mouser. Well, he is now fired because he's not mousing anymore. He's just not mousing anymore. So he's fired. Yeah. So, but this year, people that I'm talking to, I've talked to several people around town, and people who have never had problems with mice are having problems this year. So it's not just us. I haven't had problems, and I have not seen a mouse near my shop, let alone, running along the front of the shop, because we have 3 units um, all together. It's not just my shop is just on the end, and then there's three units, 3 storefronts. I have not seen a mouse since the first year I was there, and I want to say it was last week. There was a mouse literally running back and forth across the front of the roofing, the roofers next door, running back and forth, trying to find somewhere to a hole to find. You never know. She just looks at him. She'll yeah, no, no. Oh, I can imagine Clancy is. And yeah, Buster, yeah, yeah. Well, that's kind of his job, though. That's what, dachshunds are. They're they're for they were originally bred for vermin and badgers, you know. So it doesn't surprise me for him. Yeah, and seeing we're so far out, in such a small town. Um, you're literally from almost anywhere in town. You're literally 2 blocks, maybe 3 blocks from being in the hills. I mean, we're literally so my house is I'm 5 houses from the end of the street, and there are mountains, hills. I'm almost on the edge of the housing community, and there is nothing from the end of the housing community where I live. Nothing. Oh, I bet, Tracy. See, and we're in the middle of nowhere. See, yeah, no, we're literally in the middle of nowhere, high desert, um, northeastern Nevada mountains. See, Terrier, Doug, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Um, so Shady, we're so far out. Tracy and I are so far out in the middle of nowhere. Blink your eyes, miss it. Our town is literally on the, I kid you not, our road, our one of the main road that runs through the middle of town is literally called the loneliest road in America. They advertise it as that. It literally is the middle of nowhere. We are were one of the last active stops on the Pony Express. Um, we still have an active running um, turn of the 20th century um, steam railroad. Um, it's still running to this day. Granted, it's just tour and excursion train rides, but still, it's still running. Um, and the closest Walmart, I kid you not, you're going to shit a brick when you hear this. The closest Walmart is almost 200 miles away. Yes, we are, Marla. And you know this for a fact. You have seen it for yourself. I love, yes. Yes, we did. Yeah, it's 250 miles to Salt Lake, 250 miles to Vegas. So basically 3.5 to 4 hours to Salt Lake, 3.5 to 4 hours to Vegas, and 5.5 to 6 hours to Reno. Okay, yeah, Marla, you are not wrong. Not wrong at all. We can literally drive 10 minutes and we can be without signal on our cell phones. We can Tracy, am I right or wrong? We can literally drive 10 minutes and be off grid, completely off grid. 10 minutes. Yeah, no face. We were one of the last active Pony Express stops. Almost 200 miles. Okay, Tracy, I keep forgetting. Hey, Tracy R. Um, I keep forgetting, Tracy, is it 196 miles to Walmart? I always forget the exact mileage. I want to say it's 196. Smart ass scooter. Yeah, I want to say it's 196 miles to Walmart. And that's one way. That's one way. Yeah, I don't have. Oh, cool. No, no, we do not have a Hobby Lobby. We have one craft store. Yeah, who is Fletcher? You know what? Let me see. She's out there on the couch. It is stretched out on that couch. Mom, let me see. I'm pulling it up. Did you hear me? 191 miles. That's taking the short. That's yeah. Fastest route is 171, and then taking the 50 to 278 is 191. So going through Eureka is 191. Oh, your customer's dog. He's cutie. He's a cutie. Oh yeah. I don't ever go to Salt Lake. I don't ever go to Salt Lake. This is his customer's dog. He's cute as a button. All right, come on, focus. There it goes. Cute as a button. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, we have one craft store and it's a family owned store. No, this, no, we have two craft stores. I don't go to the other one. Yeah. This is what happens when my face wash dries. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do too. Shady. Yeah, you go to Salt Lake all the time. I go to Vegas because I have family in Vegas. Hey, Mandy, how are you, honey? Yeah, I go to Vegas because I have family there. He is cute. Yeah, we almost never go to Elko though. All right, so I'm done with that one. Yeah, I almost never go to Elko. almost never go north, period.
We do.
I do have friends. When's the last time we went to Elko?
You said we almost never go north. We do.
When's the last time we went north?
Just last month. Coming back.
Oh, you smart ass. I do have friends in Salt Lake. Um, I just don't go north. Yeah, Lydia, I get some from Amazon, but mostly I buy it local from the craft store. I buy a lot of fabric from them because that's where I like to try to keep as much of my shopping for the shop local as I can, and then I order out what I can't get locally. All right, Tracy, I'll try to remember. But you know my brain is like Swiss cheese. But I will try. Yeah, well, I have free room and board when I go to Vegas. So, and when we go to Vegas, it's to check on my family, help them with things, help take care of stuff, check on them, see how they're doing. There's a reason we go to Vegas. I gotta make sure they're doing okay. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. But yeah, go get some rest because next week is going to be crazy. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of little communities outside of Salt Lake for sure. Not very often. Oh, no problem. I wish I would have been able to do all of them, but my stupid printer. Um, I got somebody wanting protest stickers, but I can't even. I gotta email her and let her know what's going on with my printer. Um, yeah, I can't even do those stickers right now till I get my printer working right. I feel bad I couldn't get them all done, but I got most of them. At least the ones that printed out halfway decent. So, um, yeah.
Tired.
So, yeah, I gotta get my printer print. It's the magenta. That's what the problem is. The magenta color is partially clogged. So,
That's later today.
yeah, I gotta work on that. No, I didn't see Dad before he went to work.
Oh, I thought you texted you.
No.
The Wi-Fi crashed for most of the day today.
Yes, I know. I got a notice that the service they got it back up though.
Yeah.
It was a system thing.
For the start.
Yeah.
Kids has said almost everyone in town is crashing.
Yes. It was a Starling thing. Yeah, I saw the press release they put out for it. So yeah, no, it wasn't an us issue. It was a
I did not want to home with Dad was dealing with that. I will tell you that.
oh, I'm sure. No, I saw the press release they put out for it. I don't know why he didn't just put it on his phone. He's so goofy. I don't know why he didn't just put it on his phone.
He ended up doing that after 10 tries.
I'm sure. I don't gamble at all. Yeah, I'll try. Tracy, I'll try. Go get some rest, my dear. You know you're gonna need it. Yeah, bro. I don't gamble. I couldn't tell you the last time I even dropped 50 cents in a machine. All right, look, go get some rest. Big hugs to you, my dear. Big hugs. How do I know I'm not an alien? Shit. I couldn't even tell you. Hey, Eric, how are you, my dear? All right, Tracy. Um, I'm off tomorrow. Damn it. I'm taking the day off tomorrow. I don't care. I'm no, I'm off tomorrow. I ain't doing nothing tomorrow. I ain't doing nothing. And when that mouse repellent spray gets here, that's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing tomorrow. Damn it. That's all I'm doing. And I'm working on the stupid printer so I can make some stickers. That's I got an email about some stickers, and I can't make stickers till I get my damn printer working right. Damn it. And I got to email her back because I've been so busy I keep forgetting. I got to email her back. I need to make a note. I got to write myself a reminder. Yeah, yeah, they do. I'm gonna put that bad boy right there. Email about stickers because I keep forgetting to do it. I got to respond. Satellites, yeah. Yeah, I saw the press release about it. It was down for a little while today. Hey, Danny, how are you, honey? Yeah, it was down for a little while. And, oops. 2, 3, 4.
I almost just
Five.
threw them to the table.
Definitely my kid. 6, 7,
They're serving alcohol.
8. Right here, because I tried cleaning my print head on my printer.
Thank you. I'll give it back.
Boobs and buffets. Yeah, yeah, there you go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Oh yeah, I bet hubby was not a happy camper. Yeah, I saw the press release about it when I got off work. Oh no, it's supposed to be 6. 1, 2. Probably a solar flare or something. Yeah, I read the press release, and they were saying it was the first service interruption, major service interruption this year. So this is what I'm making. I'm making an orange mouse now. Thank you, love. Is that not the cutest little mouse? And then I made these are cat toys I'm making. Is that not the cutest little heart? Took me a little while because these are not stuffed with polyfill. They're stuffed with strips of t-shirt fabric, so that the polyfill doesn't get pulled through with the cats. So it took me a little while to get the t-shirt worked in there right. So I don't use, when I'm making toys for animals, I don't use polyfill. The stuffing, I use cut up towels or old t-shirts, stuff like that. It's safer for the animals than the stuffing. So it took me a little while to get it in there right. Is that not just the cutest little mouse? Look at those ears. So that's what I'm making. Yes. No, face. No, you don't shove it in. No, no, you, because this is acrylic yarn. It's, focus. Focus. Because it's acrylic yarn. Okay, focus. It's kind of fuzzy. So you just roll it around in catnip, and the catnip will stick to it. See how fuzzy that yarn is? See how fuzzy it is? The catnip will stick to it. You just roll it around in catnip. And the catnip will stick to it. Ooh. I'm thinking of a couple cats. She should. All right, Eric, we'll see you later, honey. Get some rest. Yeah, where the hell did that dog come from? Are we just a little excited? Just a little bit, Brad? Magic. Depends on the day, Brad. Are you heading out, Mandy? All right. Go get some rest, honey. um, actually, Shady, I do have the occasional other groomer pop in. Um, no face. But as far as regular groomers that pop into my regular lives, it's usually just me and Tracy R. Okay, I missed one somewhere. Oh, you were too? Well, most of us are animal lovers for sure. Two, two, one, two. Okay, where did I miss it? One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. No, I'm right. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Many of us, many of us craft. Um, there's a few that I've gotten into crafting certain, new crafts. Shady, I hear you. I hear you. And art, yeah, yeah, and art. Give them time. They'll get there. They'll get used to getting the claws done. Oh, oh, yeah. You missed it earlier. I was um, talking about this little mini golden doodle I had today. Um, they live way out of town, so they can't get into town very often. And this little guy is not about mom and dad and family brushing his ears out. Nobody. Um, and mom's afraid of trimming his ears because she's afraid of cutting the ear flap. So if you've groomed, you understand about matted ears and um, when you shave the ear about the bruising when they have matted ears. So after grooming him, teased the hell out of me, that's for sure. Um, so yeah, things kind of got delayed today because after I shaved it, had to shave his ears down. Um, not only did he have the bruising and seepage, um, then he started shaking his head real bad. So after his bath, I had to get the vet wrap out and do compression for his ears, and had to wrap his ears down so he doesn't keep shaking his head and give himself hematomas. Exactly, hematomas. Yep, yep. So first I did cold compresses to slow the rush of the bruising and hope and see if I could get the seepage to stop. That didn't work. Um, so I had the witch hazel out to try to do a cold compress with the witch hazel and see if we could slow the seepage. That didn't work. And so then I had to get the vet wrap out and his ears are long enough, so they went right under his chin to do the compress, the compression wrap. Yep, yep. So we did. I had to wrap him up. Oh my goodness, get some rest. Oh my goodness, 200 miles. Please tell me you're stopping though. Get some rest. Haven't yeah, Rip guy, get some rest. Yeah, so I had to explain to mom. I got pictures of it. It wasn't terrible, terrible, but it was enough that um, you can see. Get the, there it goes. Come on, focus. With daggum bedroom light. So this is after the witch hazel with some cold compress with witch hazel. So that's the inside of the ear flap. That's the outside. You can see the seepage already starting. This is the other ear and the seepage. So that was when the seepage was just starting. So I did some cold compress um, with the witch hazel because witch hazel has some natural healing properties, antiseptic properties. Um, and so I did the cold compress with that to try to see if I could get the seepage to slow down, and that wasn't working. So then I went and got the vet wrap out and um, pulled his ears down under his chin for compression. Oh, so that is um, when there's matting specifically. This is more geared towards matting on the ear flap, not necessarily behind the ear, more on the ear flap, the end of the ear. It doesn't cut off completely the blood flow, but it reduces and restricts blood flow to the end of the ear flap. And so when you have to shave the ear flap and you release that restriction all of a sudden, sometimes the blood rushes back to the area so quickly that it puts pressure on the ear flap, the end of the ear. And it feels funny. So just in normal cases, sometimes it just bruises the ear a bit because that blood rushes back so quickly. So it looks like a bruise. In some cases, it feels so funny for a dog that they start shaking their head so much that then they cause more trauma to the ear flap, and the force of shaking their head can cause more blood to rush to the end of the ear flap, causing it to swell even more and more pressure. And then the blood actually starts seeping through. There's so much pressure built up that the blood can actually start seeping through the skin. And then they start shaking their head even more. And in that case, it causes more trauma, more pressure, and then it can actually end up building up so much that, okay, the teeth flying out, yes. Farting, no. Um, yes, because I do have false teeth. Um, and so then it can actually cause a separation of the soft tissue from the cartilage inside the ear, and it can cause a bubble in the ear, which is in, and it gets filled up with blood, which is called a hematoma in the ear flap itself. So a hematoma is basically a giant blood blister, basically. So to prevent that in this situation, to prevent that, what we not all groomers will do it, but what I typically do when I see this extent, oh yeah, yeah. And in this case, it's, what we can do. Yes, no face. A giant blood blister basically between the skin of the ear flap and the cartilage. Um, so to prevent that from happening with the ears, what we can do is take the ears down to the sides of the face and try to wrap them, as tight, as close to under the chin as we can. So here's the chin. We take the ear flap down on either side of the face, and then we take vet wrap and do a light compression wrap. It does two things. One, it slowly reduces the pressure. Instead of just shaving the hair off and leaving it, we're kind of putting a little bit of pressure back on the ear so that it's forcing the blood back out of the ear a little bit. So we're not having all that blood just sitting there at the end of the ear flap. We're kind of pushing that blood back out of the ear a little bit. And two, it's keeping the ears down. So when they're shaking their head, they're not flailing their ears around, forcing more blood into the ear flap, but they're also not causing more trauma to the end of the ears when they're flapping their ears around. So, oh, good. Oh, yeah, it may have damaged some of the cartilage. Because that's the hard part with hematomas is, yes, sometimes they'll go down on their own, but with hematomas, they can potentially permanently damage the cartilage in the ear. But yeah, a lot of times if you catch them early, sometimes, not a lot of times, sometimes if you catch them early in the early stages of forming and you get that compression on there. Last night, because I snapped this one, so I broke it right about here. So I had to redo this one, and then I cracked the side of this one. So I had to put a little bit here. So I just did those two. And I got to play, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a rose color cat eye. So, and I've got roses rose and rose leaves on. So there we go. I just did that. So yeah, with hematomas, if you catch them early, sometimes, especially if there's just in the very tip of the ear, if you bring the ear down and do a compression wrap, sometimes you can force that blood back up into the ear and redistribute it, and you're good. Oh, this is ink from when I was trying to clear the clog in my print head in my printer. That's what you're talking about? Yeah. Well, I'm glad I can help. I mean, I am not a vet. I must say that I am not a vet, but I have picked up many tricks along the way in the 20 plus years I've been working with animals. Oh, thank you, Brad. I like I said, I am not a vet, but I have picked up many tricks over the years. Yeah, I got some ink on my hands when I was working and when I was trying to clear the print head. Yeah, this damn clog in the magenta ink print head is pissing me off. It's pissing me off. I want my printer to work right so I can make stickers. I make stickers. So yeah, I got tricks. I got tricks. So yeah. So hopefully I'll probably text his mom tomorrow and check on him and see how he's doing. So well, I'm always reading up on things. I mean, literally, I splurged on the new Kindle Scribe because I'm always listening to audiobooks. Um, did you know that Kindle books have a text to speech function? Yes. Um, did you know that Kindle books have a text to speech function? So even though it's not an Audible book, it's a Kindle book, you can still make it read to you. It can still read to you. Sure can. Even let's see. I don't remember if it's got it on here. I think it does. Text to speech. So even my Kindle books. So service dog training your own. Even though I've already trained my own, I still listen to this stuff. I get all kinds of books and this is the stuff I listen to at work. I listen to YouTube, I listen to Kindle, I listen to um, Audible. This is the stuff I listen to when I'm at work, even though I have already trained my service dog. Okay, Mona's Mona's shelter name. Y'all are some of you guys know, some of you don't. When I adopted Mona, her shelter name. I know. I still enjoy a good reading a good book, which is why I like the Kindle Scribe because we're okay. So I have the Kindle Fire. So I still have the Kindle Fire, but it's more like a tablet. But I like the Kindle Scribe because, oops, look at this. I mean, this screen is so nice to actually read on. And again, another training book. Another training book. Imagine that. Um, yeah. And of course, I can never listen to anything in normal speed. Everything, everything is sped up because I can never listen to anything in normal speed. So yeah, this screen is awesome, and I can even take notes. I can write on this thing. I'm like, yes, please. I'm like, yes, please. I can literally. I can make. I can make my own notes. Oh, I'm like, yes. Yeah. I'm like, I'm in love with this thing. Okay. Okay. Oh, Mona's kennel or shelter name was Little Tank Mama. Yeah, no. A 4 pound brat. Mona's like 55, 60 pounds. And she's an asshole. I love her though. Your official dog trainer. Yeah, I'm a yeah. I have to agree. To be fair, yeah, Scooter, you have been training Brad more than I have. All right, for a normal everyday tablet, Doug, I love this little guy. For a normal everyday functioning regular tablet, this is the Samsung Galaxy Tab 7 Lite. That's what this is for just an everyday little tablet. This has been an awesome little tablet, and I dropped this thing. I This thing has been awesome, and I just have this little silicone. It is a Galaxy. Hang on, I'll pull up the specs on it. So I just have this regular silicone. And I have it on my Verizon account, so I have data for it. Let's see, settings. It wasn't horrible. I've had this for no, I'm good, Brad. I'm good. I've had this for 3 years. Galaxy Tab A7 Lite. And it's held up well. I can't tell you how many times I've dropped this thing. I carry it in my purse, and my purse gets thrown all over the damn place. Not gonna lie. I am not. I'm just telling you products that I like. Let's see how much they are. Samsung. Renewed version is only $89. 2021 version, Wi-Fi and cell, 129. the 2021 version, which is the one I've got right now. Wi-Fi and cell, 4G LTE, unlocked for any carrier. AT&T, T-Mobile, Metro. Will not work with Verizon, Sprint, or Boost. He did try to complain to me. Another renewed version for 89. That's the case. That's the case. That's the A9, so that's the full size 11-inch. I have this case here. Let's see what this one is. Okay, this one's the same. It works on AT&T, T-Mobile, Metro, but not on Verizon, Sprint, or Boost. Oh, this one's the S6, the 10-inch. That's the 11-inch, the A9. It's the case. Hey, just go look. They're out there. Oh, PC, yeah. I had track phone for a while. That was years ago when I was still in Florida. Oh, shit, that snuck up on me. Sheila, how are you, my dear? How about this? 6 o'clock in the morning, it'll be 43 degrees. 7 o'clock in the morning, it'll be 53 degrees. 10 degrees difference in an hour. The joys of the high desert. All right. 1 and 2. Two, 3, 4. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No face. Well, if I find something that I like, I'm going to tell you about it. I mean, what I like may not be the same that everybody else likes, but if I like it, yeah. All right, Red. We'll see you later, darling. I'm, shit. It was hot as hell today. What's the high tomorrow? What's the high tomorrow? Like right now, it's still 64 degrees. Tomorrow's 82. No, today was 82. Tomorrow's 84. Saturday's 84. Sunday's 87. Monday's 90. Tuesday 90. Ugh. Yuck. Disgusting. Yeah, tomorrow. Um, I probably will not go live tomorrow. It's been working out really nice having Fridays off. That's been working out really well, especially if well, low for you guys, but not necessarily low for me. It's been varying. Um, yeah, yeah. That's what. Yeah, my brain just went blank. Um, that's what I was getting ready to say. And then my mind went. Whoop. Um, I work occasional Fridays and Saturdays. Yes. Um, I work 4 to 6 days a week. I never work Sundays. Sundays are always my down day. Um, but then I'll take. I'm live. That's working in my shop, and then I'm live most nights. But I've been taking Friday nights off here, because Miss Kim has been going live protesting and educating folks, about the dangers of Scientology in Austin. At the same time, I typically would be live. So it's been working out really nice that I take Fridays off. Yes, Doug, I agree. Um, would you mind putting up Kim's link? So it's been working out really well that I take Friday nights off, and I just, you know, um, since she usually goes live at the same time I'm live, that I just take Fridays off while she's live. Yeah, especially recently with everything that's been going on. Um, so, Shady, in case you don't know, I have been extremely busy, and where I used to average, often, 5 to 9, 10 dogs a day, depending on the dog, I'm averaging 7 to 11 dogs a day. And the vast majority, where it used to be a good even mix of small to large dogs, I'm averaging much higher numbers of large dogs. So back at the beginning of June, we had, um, in this very small town that I live in, we had one of the large shops, grooming shops, closed their grooming unexpectedly. No warning, no notice, no nothing. And it has been a mad dash ever since. Um, and it has been absolutely insane. I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. So yeah, I've been working definitely a lot more. I used to be out of the shop by 3 o'clock most days, and now more often than not I'm not leaving till 5 o'clock. So it's definitely, I'm exhausted. We try. We definitely try. Um, Unfortunately, Shady, I can't. We are literally down to me in one other shop. The other shop is booked out for 2 months, and I am booked out for a month, literally. And I work by myself. I have no employees. Yeah. It would literally cost me thousands to change everything over just to be able to have employees, and to make sure that I have lawyers involved, to make sure everything is done properly. Um, to set up the LLC, and just to be able to have employees. It would be a nightmare to get everything done to have employees. So, before the other shop closed, we do have a part timer. She only works 2 days a week. And she recently she'd go on strike in 5 minutes. Um, so when she moved to a new location, she changed her. She changed to where she was no longer taking new clients over 50 pounds. Yes, you get it. Yeah. Um, so she started sending her new clients over 50 pounds to me because I send cats to her. And then the other shop closed. So I was already getting a higher influx of large dogs. And then the other shop closed. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's, and I've already been doing this for over 20 years. Yeah, it's not easy. That's for damn sure. Absolutely. This is not a lie. Not a lie. Yeah. And needless to say, not all of them are, unfortunately. Um, they try, but yeah, it's not easy. Um, and that's yeah, yeah. The hard part about this shop closing is so many people had no notice and they didn't know, and then it was a mad dash, and now in the end, the ones that are paying the price, it's not the groomers, it's not the owners, it's the dogs because they're so far behind on their grooming. And some of these dogs were, you know, on regular schedules, like the Huskies and the Husky mixes and the Doodles, and now they're not, and they're so far behind schedule, and they're the ones that are paying for it. Yes, Shady. Yes, and that's what pisses me off the most. It's the dogs that are paying the price for all of this, not not anything else. You know, not anybody else. It's the dogs that are paying, and it's like I'm trying to get these dogs in and get them back to being comfortable, get these undercoats done out and shut out, and you know, because these dogs are overheating, I just can't do it. Yeah. Oh, we've got so many damn doodles here. I had two of them today. That little guy that I showed you his ears. We talked about his ears. He's a mini golden doodle. Sweet as pie. Has no problem letting me do his ears, letting me brush him out. His mom tries. Oh, no, buddy. Uh-uh. Like I told her, I was like, it's just because you're a mom and you're not supposed to. He will not let her. Uh-uh. Nope. She tries to. Nope. Hey, Sunrise, how are you, honey? She tries. And he will not. He throws an absolute fit. He will not let. And I told her, it's because you're mom. You're supposed to love him. You're supposed to comfort him. You're supposed to snuggle him. You are not supposed to brush him. She's like, that's gotta be it. I actually, I have three doodles that literally come every 3 weeks. A lot of my doodles come regularly, thank goodness. Um, most of my doodles actually come regularly, so we're good. Oh yeah, yeah. Um, and then I have many that are on standing appointments, and they come regularly to prevent a lot of those issues. But like I tell my clients, I'm not here to just make money off of you. I am here to help educate you. I am here to I work for you, not the other way around. Oh yeah, no, a lot of my clients are actually on standing appointments. Thank goodness. Um, but I tell my clients, I am here to work for you. As long as it is realistic for your lifestyle and what you are willing to, and reflects what you're willing to realistically put in as far as work and maintenance at home, we can do whatever you want. But it has to be realistic for your lifestyle and the amount of work you're willing to put in for maintenance at home. Oh, absolutely. Dude, we died about that, Doug. Oh, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. Um, but we have to be realistic. And when somebody comes to my shop, we literally, I have cards that we fill out and I write down exactly what I do. And I'll sit there and I'll spend 20 minutes going over and asking you so many stupid questions. And it may sound stupid when I'm asking the questions, but 9 times out of 10, when you pick up your dog, it's exactly what you want or damn close, because I've asked all those stupid questions when you drop your dog off. And I'm straight up. Realistically, how much time do you want to invest in maintenance in between? And I want you to be realistic with me. I don't want to hear, oh, I have time to brush and then find out you don't. I want to be realistic. How much time do you want to brush your dog at home? How much time do you have to brush your dog at home? Do you know what kind of brush that you need for your dog's coat? Do you know how to use that brush properly at home? Let me teach you if you don't. Because a certain somebody can't say it. It's plain and simple. A certain somebody can't say it. It literally comes to that. A certain somebody was told by a certain judge that he is not, that certain somebody and associates are not allowed to say that name, or rib guy, or his proper name, or Tanya. Yep, literally that's what it is. Or he goes to jail. Oh Lord have mercy, are you kidding me? Jesus, take the wheel. Or as another TikToker says, Jesus fix it. Just fix it. Jesus, fix it. Lord have mercy. Well, that's fantastic. Maybe he finally got the message. Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to look into it. Or maybe it's just something in the water with individuals with a certain name. That's what I think. That's what I think. No, it can't be. Because I know somebody with that name and they're actually being pretty decent. Although they haven't always been decent. Duh. Fucking idiot. Did I say that out loud? Again, as this TikToker that I watched. Well, he's on TikTok, I think, but I watch him on Facebook, on Facebook Shorts, Reels, whatever you call them. And he's deathly afraid of spiders. I forget his name, but he's hilarious. As he says, Jesus, fix it. I guess so. The boss has spoken, Doug. Give him some snuggles for me. Oh, okay. So, anyways, back to what I was saying a while back. I'm taking tomorrow off. I'm actually off from work tomorrow. So I'm taking tomorrow off. I'm going to relax until my Amazon order gets here and I get that mouse spray. And then I'm going to town spraying. This is true, Doug. This is true. Um, and then once I get that spray, I'm going to town. I mean, that's all she wrote. Um, my house is going to smell like a peppermint candy. Just saying. Um, and then I'm going to relax. Saturday, I have one dog. I have one dog on Saturday. She has Cushing's disease. This is the first time I'm working with her. And I figured it would probably be the best time to bring her in for her first appointment because hey, a smile is a smile. Um, Cushing's disease is a type of autoimmune disease in dogs. And with as busy as I have been with as many new dogs as I have, um, I cannot bring her in on a day where I'm guaranteed to not have any new dogs that I don't know about, where I know how they're going to react. And I don't want to bring her in on a day where I'm going to have another high anxiety or high stress dog that could potentially stress her out even more. So I was able to work it out to where I can bring her in by herself for her first visit so she can, you know, kind of, get to know who I am and everything like that with no stress. Because stress in a dog with Cushing's, the more they're stressed, it can set off a flare up with the Cushing's disease. And I want to try to avoid that. So I do have her on Saturday, but then we also have another concert in the park Saturday evening. So we'll probably be live early for that. So we'll have some music and just sit and hang out together. Um, yeah, I agree with No Face. So we'll probably be live a little early on Saturday so we can sit and hang out and have music in the park. I thought that would be nice. And I don't know what we're going to do Sunday. Oh, I can guarantee it too. Because I would so sit on the floor and just have him climb in my lap and just sit there with him. I absolutely would. Absolutely. Oh my God. I was covered in slobber today because my giant overgrown lap puppy Great Dane Violet came in today to get her nails done. Oh my God. She's so damn sweet. She likes to lean on me and then she rubs her face all over my legs, covered in drool. Great Dane slobber. Love it. Yeah. Yeah. I wish you were here because that would be awesome. Yeah, most definitely. So yeah, I'm gonna take it easy tomorrow. No live tomorrow night, and then Saturday we'll probably be live early for the concert in the park. We're gonna hang out, relax, and have some music. Listen to some music in the park. Stay. So right now, oh yeah, Jasper approved for sure. So that is the game plan at this moment. If things change, I'll let you guys know. So that is the game plan. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna take my meds. Um, let's see. Let's see if anybody's live. I got no one. Yep, I got no one. So, all right, I've got nowhere to send you. I'm sorry. So, okay. All right, so I'm not the only one. All right, on that note, if you're headed to bed and you need them, night meds. Sweet dreams. Sleep tight. It looks like it. If you're on the other side and you're just starting your day and you need them day meds, I hope you have a wonderful day. Make sure you find the time to find something beautiful to look at. Makes the day better. We already went through the important stuff. Again, no live from me tomorrow, but Miss Kim will be live educating Austin about the dangers of Scientology, 9:30-ish Pacific Standard Time. I'll probably be live earlier Saturday evening with concert in the park, hanging out, relaxing, kick back, listening to some tunes. That's as far as I'm going to get because I'm not sure what else is going to happen this weekend. And then can't think of anything else. So, on that note, remember, a little bit of kindness, a smile, and a little bit of love make this world a better place. But don't forget to be kind.